When you file your income tax returns, do you observe that there is something called interest that is being charged to you under the total tax liability? Have you ever wondered what this is? Hey, I'm Sandeep, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about a concept called advance tax. Stay tuned. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Ashika Financial Planners. I'm Sandeep, the founder of Ashika Financial Planners. And in this YouTube channel, I endeavor to make personal finance simple and easy to understand. And I try to bring to you topics that are commonly not discussed. And I try to educate my clients as well as all of you watching about certain personal finance aspects that we normally tend to ignore. And one of that is advance tax. Now, as per the income tax department rules, any person who will have a tax liability of more than rupees 10,000 in a financial year will need to pay advance tax. When is this advance tax payable? It is payable every quarter by the 15th of the last month of the quarter. For example, the first quarter of the financial year would be April to June. So you would have to pay a percentage of the total advance tax by the 15th of June. The next installment will have to be paid by the 15th of September, and the third installment by the 15th of December, and the last installment by the 15th of March. Who should pay this advance tax? Well, anybody, a salaried person, a freelancer, a business person, all of us have to pay an advance tax if our total tax liability is more than rupees 10,000 in a financial year. Is anyone exempt? Yes, senior citizens who do not have any income from business or profession are exempt from paying advance tax. Now, quite a few of you who are salaried employees will be wondering, hey, but I've never had to pay any interest and my total taxes that I pay in a year are quite huge. For a salaried employee, this is taken care of because there is a tax that is deducted at source. So you are paying income tax every month for the total tax liability that you have in a year. It's been divided into 12 months and you pay every month. So therefore, most occasions you don't have to pay any advance tax. You may still have to pay advance tax if you have other incomes that you have not declared to your company, right? You may have rental income, you may have a house on which you will be getting a pretty good rent, and you may have interest income, and you may have submitted a form 15G to your bank, so that your bank may not be deducting tax at source. You may have some income from profession. You may be doing some sort of a side profession or a side business which you may not have declared to your company, so they may not be deducting the appropriate amount of tax. Or there could be a situation like I discussed in my previous video where you were in a particular company earning a smaller salary for the first few months of the financial year, and then you moved to another company where you got a good hike, and you have not declared the previous income of the previous company to the current company, and therefore the current company will be deducting a smaller amount of tax. Ideally, they should have been deducting when adding the incomes of both the first company and the second company. In such a case, you will have to pay advance tax if you haven't declared, and you realize that, okay, at the end of the year, there's going to be a huge tax liability. Not only a huge tax liability because you have underdeclared your income, but also it's considered as late payment of your advance tax, so you'll be levied an interest as well. So on what dates you should pay? Remember, you have to calculate your tax liability for the whole year, and you have to pay it every quarter, and there is a slab, a percentage that you have to pay. By June 15th, you have to pay 15% of your entire advance tax liability. By September 15th, you have to pay 45% of the total by then. So you already paid 15%, so another 30% is what you would need to pay by September 15th. By December 15th, you would have had to pay 75% of your entire tax liability by then. And by March 15th, you should have paid the entire 100% of your total advance tax liability. Are there any exceptions to this installment payment by paying by installment? Yes, for businessmen and for professionals who have chosen the presumptive taxation method, they can pay the entire lump sum of advance tax by 15th of March of that financial year. But if you do not pay this advance tax, either you're not aware of the complications, or you just by choice you decide not to pay any advance tax, what is the interest that will be levied on you? It will be 1% per month or part of the month. So if you haven't paid, say, for 3.5 months, it will be considered, the half month will be considered as one full month. So they will charge you for 1% per month for 4 months. So eventually at the end of the year, when you're calculating, when you're filing your ITR and the total tax liability is calculated, there will be a small section which says interest. It may be a few thousands, a few hundreds, but it is still some amount that you didn't have to pay, right? If you had paid your advance tax in time. Now, calculating the advance tax can be slightly complicated. For freelancers, you really don't know what's going to be your income for the rest of the year, for some businessmen as well. So for that purpose, you need to get in touch with a qualified professional, a chartered accountant or a financial planner, and decide how much advance tax you have to pay. Even if you end up paying a little more than what you should be paying, not to worry. When you file your ITR, you will obviously calculate how much you've already paid and how much you have to pay, and if you have paid a little extra, that will come back to you as a refund. So I hope I have enlightened you about the concept of advance tax. If you fear that you might have to pay advance tax and you haven't done it, well, already we have crossed 2 installment dates in this financial year, and the next installment date is of course December 15th. So you can still make up for it by paying your tax dues by December 15th for whatever you have not paid for the June and September quarters. Get in touch with me if you'd like to calculate and do this and avoid paying any interest at the end of the financial year. Thank you for watching my video. As always, please share your love and support. Click on like, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to your near and dear ones. I'm Sandeep, signing off for now. See you soon.